Almost 94% of car drivers around the US have never known these car tricks that are simple and easy. Some of these saves you hundreds of dollars a month on repairs. One trick can add years to your car's life, and repair shops would like you to never find out a single one of them. Here is 15 brilliant car hacks you definitely don't know about. Let's start with hack number 15, shaving cream scratch remover. Your car door has light surface scratches from a shopping cart or a stray branch, and the body shop wants $200 to $400 to buff and repaint the panel. Here's what mechanics won't tell you. Grab a can of shaving cream from your bathroom cabinet and apply a thick layer directly over the scratched area. Work it into the paint using a soft microfiber cloth in tight circular motions for about a minute, then wipe clean. The fine abrasives in shaving cream gently polish down the clear coat around the scratch until it blends into the surrounding paint. A can of shaving cream costs about $3 and can treat dozens of scratches. Here's what they don't tell you. This only works on light surface scratches that haven't cut through the clear coat, but that covers the vast majority of scratches people pay to have fixed. And here's the kicker. Shaving cream also removes bug residue, tree sap, and light water spots from your paint in the same pass. Body shops charge hundreds for scratch buffing because most people assume any scratch needs professional equipment. A $3 can proves otherwise. Always test a small hidden spot first, since some cheaper shaving creams contain dyes that can leave a faint tint on light-colored paint. And for best results, work in the shade, since direct sunlight dries the foam too fast to actually polish the scratch. This next one is about to make your jaw drop. Hack number 14, the foil headlight restorer. Your headlights have gone cloudy and yellow, cutting your visibility at night. And the auto shop wants $80 to $150 for headlight restoration. Here's what detailers do that will blow your mind. Take a small piece of aluminum foil, crumple it into a loose ball, and dip it in water. Gently rub it over the headlight lens in circular motions for about 30 seconds. The mild abrasion from the foil lifts the oxidized top layer of plastic without scratching the lens underneath. Rinse and wipe dry, and your headlights look noticeably clearer. A roll of foil costs $2 and restores both headlights with plenty left over. Here's what they don't tell you. Headlight cloudiness is just UV damaged plastic sitting on the surface, not a problem with the actual bulb or wiring. And here's the kicker. Following up with a coat of car wax after this trick slows the yellowing from coming back for months. Restoration shops profit because most people think foggy headlights mean expensive replacement lenses. They don't. Keep a light touch with the foil, since pressing too hard can dull the plastic instead of clearing it. This works best as a monthly touch-up rather than a one-time fix, especially if your car sits outside in direct sun most of the day. This next hack fixes an annoying rattle that dealerships love charging you a diagnostic fee just to look at. Hack number 13, the WD-40 mirror gap fix. Your side mirror has started rattling or vibrating at highway speed, and the dealership wants $60 to $100 to inspect and tighten the housing. Before you book that appointment, try this. Spray a small amount of WD-40 directly into the gap where the mirror housing meets its base mount. Then gently move the mirror through its full range of motion a few times. The WD-40 penetrates the mounting joint and settles any dried out or gritty components causing the vibration. Wipe away the excess. A $5 can of WD-40 fixes mirrors all over your car. Here's what they don't tell you. Mirror rattle is almost always caused by a dry mounting joint, not a mechanical defect. And shops rarely mention that because a tightening appointment bills out at a full labor rate. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on rattling trim panels and loose interior plastic pieces throughout your cabin. That's an easy diagnostic fee eliminated with a can already sitting in your garage. Avoid spraying directly onto the mirror glass itself, since overspray can seep behind the reflective coating and cause cloudy spots. If the rattle persists after treatment, it's usually a sign of a loose mounting bolt rather than a lubrication issue. Now, for a trick that turns your dull grey tyres into a showroom finish without spending a dime at the detailer. Hack number 12, the Vaseline tyre shine. Your tyres look dull, grey, and lifeless no matter how many times you rinse them, and the detailer wants $20 to $40 just for a tyre dressing add-on. Here's the trick instead. Scoop a small amount of petroleum jelly onto a clean cloth and rub it evenly across your clean, dry tyre sidewalls. Let it sit for 2 minutes, then buff off any excess with a dry rag. The petroleum jelly fills in the microscopic cracks in the rubber and creates a deep, glossy black finish. A jar costs $3 and can shine every tire on your car more than once. Here's what they don't tell you. Most commercial tire shine products are petroleum-based to begin with, just diluted and marked up in a spray bottle. And here's the kicker. Unlike cheap sprays that sling off onto your paint and wheel wells at highway speed, Vaseline stays put because it actually bonds into the rubber. Detailers upsell tire dressing because it's pure profit on a 5-minute task. You just made that task free. Make sure your tires are fully dry before applying, since trapped moisture underneath the jelly can trap grime instead of sealing it out. A little goes a long way, so resist the urge to over-apply, or you'll end up with a greasy film that attracts dust. This next hack solves a problem you probably didn't even know had a name, using something sitting in your laundry room right now. Hack number 11. The dryer sheet dashboard refresh. Your dashboard is coated in dust that reappears within a day of cleaning it, and it's starting to look dull and static charged no matter what you spray on it. Full interior detail runs $80 to $150. Here's what almost nobody tries. Take a used dryer sheet from your laundry room and wipe it directly across your dashboard, door panels, and console. The anti-static agents in the dryer sheet neutralize the electrical charge in the plastic that attracts dust in the first place. Your dashboard stays visibly cleaner for weeks instead of days. A box of dryer sheets costs $4 and refreshes your entire interior dozens of times. Here's what they don't tell you. Dashboard dust isn't really about dirt. It's about static electricity pulling particles out of the air, and normal cleaners do nothing to stop that cycle. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on your steering wheel and center console to cut down on that constant fingerprint smudging. Detailers sell dust-repelling interior treatments for a premium. A used dryer sheet does the same job for free. Reuse the same sheet 3 or 4 times before tossing it, since it still carries plenty of anti-static residue after just one pass. Skip this trick on textured leather trim though, since the fragrance additives in some dryer sheets can leave a faint residue on certain finishes. Now, this next hack tackles the one part of your interior that a rag and a vacuum can never actually reach. This will 100% shock you. Hack number 10, the slime vent cleaner. Your AC vents are packed with dust and grime in every little slat, and it's nearly impossible to clean with a rag or a vacuum. The detailer wants $40 to $70 for a deep interior air vent cleaning. But here's the trick. Grab a small container of putty-style cleaning gel, sometimes sold as cleaning slime, and press it directly into your AC vents. Pull it back out slowly. The soft, tacky gel molds around every slat and edge, pulling out dust and debris that a cloth could never reach. A container costs about $6 and can clean every vent in your car repeatedly. Here's what they don't tell you. Vent dust buildup isn't just cosmetic. It restricts airflow and makes your AC work harder to push the same amount of cool air. And here's the kicker. The same gel works on cup holders, seat seams, and gear shifter crevices, all places detailers specifically upcharge for. That's an entire detailing line item made obsolete by a $6 tub of gel. The gel stays reusable for weeks, as long as you knead it back into a ball after each use and store it in an airtight container. Just avoid using it on sticky spills, since sugary residue can ruin its texture permanently. Before we get into the next 5, hit that subscribe button. We dig through hundreds of these tricks every week to find the ones mechanics and detailers genuinely don't want you to know, and your subscription helps us keep exposing them. Alright, let's keep going, because this next one could save you from an unnecessary battery replacement. Hack number 9, the lemon battery terminal cleaner. Your car struggles to start, and you notice a crusty white or blue buildup around your battery terminals. And the mechanic quotes you $150 to $300 for a new battery, insisting the corrosion means it's failing. Before you agree to that, try this. Cut a lemon in half and squeeze the juice directly onto the corroded terminals, letting it sit for 2 minutes. The citric acid breaks down the corrosion on contact. Scrub gently with an old toothbrush, wipe clean, and reconnect your cables. A lemon costs less than $1 and cleans both terminals in under 5 minutes. Here's what they don't tell you. Corrosion buildup mimics the exact symptoms of a dying battery, and most people can't tell the difference between a dirty connection and an actual failed cell. And here's the kicker. Cleaning your terminals with lemon juice every 6 months prevents the corrosion from ever coming back, which means you avoid this exact situation for years. That's a battery sale that never has to happen. Always disconnect the negative terminal first before cleaning and reconnect it last to avoid any risk of a short circuit. If your car still won't start after cleaning, that's actually a good sign it's time for a real battery test rather than a guess. Wearing a cheap pair of rubber gloves during this process protects your skin from the acid and keeps your hands from smelling like lemon and battery grime for the rest of the day. Now, this next hack reveals a feature hiding on your bumper that most owners never even know they already paid for. Hack number 8, the hidden front tow hook. You get a flat tire or get stuck in mud, and roadside assistance quotes you $75 to $150 just to show up and hook a strap to your car. But here's what almost no owner ever finds. Most vehicles have a front tow hook mounting point hidden behind a small plastic panel on the front bumper, usually marked with a tiny icon or seam in the plastic. Pop that panel out with a flathead screwdriver or your fingernail, and there's a threaded hole ready for the tow hook that came in your car's factory toolkit, usually stored in the trunk under the spare tire. Thread it in by hand until it's snug, and you have a solid recovery point built directly into your frame. Here's what they don't tell you. Every car that comes with this feature already includes the tow hook itself. Most owners just never open the little bag it comes in. And here's the kicker. Using the factory hook instead of hooking a strap around your bumper or axle prevents the kind of frame damage that turns a simple tow into a genuine repair bill. Roadside companies profit from drivers who don't know this hook exists under their own bumper. If you can't find the tow hook in your trunk, check your owner's manual, since some manufacturers store it with the jack kit instead. Always thread the hook in fully by hand until it stops, since a partially threaded hook can snap off under load. Once you're done using it, back the hook out and snap the plastic panel back into place so it doesn't rattle or catch wind at highway speed. This next hack sounds strange, but it uses something from your fridge to dissolve rust that shops charge hundreds to treat. Hack number 7, the Coca-Cola rust remover. Rust has started creeping across a bolt, bracket, or trim piece underneath your car, and a shop wants $100 to $250 to treat and repaint the affected metal. Here's the trick instead. Pour regular Coca-Cola directly onto the rusted metal, or soak a cloth in it and wrap it around the rusted part. Let it sit for 30 minutes to an hour. The phosphoric acid in the soda dissolves the rust on contact. Scrub with a wire brush, rinse thoroughly with water, and dry completely. A 2-liter bottle costs $2 and can treat rust spots all over your vehicle. Here's what they don't tell you. Phosphoric acid is the exact same active ingredient found in dedicated rust removal products sold at auto parts stores for 4 to 5 times the price. And here's the kicker. This trick also works on rusted tools, bolts, and hardware anywhere else in your garage. A shop visit for surface rust becomes completely unnecessary with something from your fridge. Flat soda actually works just as well as fresh, so don't waste a cold can when there's a leftover bottle going stale in your fridge. Dry the metal completely and apply a light coat of oil afterward, since bare metal left exposed can start rusting again within days. For heavier rust, letting the cloth-wrapped soda sit overnight instead of just an hour gives the acid enough time to work all the way through the buildup. Now, this next hack tackles a smell problem that no amount of air freshener has ever actually solved. Hack number 6, the coffee grounds odor trick. Your car smells like fast food, cigarette smoke, or something you can't even identify anymore. And the detailer wants $60 to $120 for an ozone treatment to neutralize it. Try this first. Fill a small open container, like a bowl or a sock, with dry coffee grounds and leave it in your car overnight, ideally in the footwell or under a seat. Coffee grounds are highly porous and absorb odor molecules directly out of the air instead of just masking them with fragrance. In the morning, remove the container and your car smells noticeably cleaner. A bag of coffee grounds costs $4 and can be reused across multiple odor treatments. Here's what they don't tell you. Air fresheners only cover smells temporarily, while coffee grounds actually pull the odor-causing particles out of your cabin air. And here's the kicker. This same trick works in gym bags, closets, and shoes. Anywhere odor tends to linger, that's an ozone treatment appointment you no longer need. Use grounds that are completely dry, since damp coffee grounds can actually introduce a musty smell instead of removing one. For stubborn odors, repeat the treatment 2 or 3 nights in a row rather than expecting one overnight session to fully clear it. Cracking a window an inch overnight while the container sits inside helps circulate air through the cabin and speeds up how fast the odor lifts. This next hack fixes an annoying creak in about 90 seconds with something already sitting in your bathroom. Hack number 5, the Vaseline door hinge fix. Your car doors are creaking loudly every time you open or close them, and the mechanic wants $40 to $80 to lubricate the hinges as a shop service. Here's the trick instead. Open your door fully and apply a small amount of petroleum jelly directly onto the exposed hinge mechanism using your finger or a cotton swab. Open and close the door several times to work it into the moving parts. The petroleum jelly coats the metal contact points and eliminates the friction causing the creak. A jar costs $3 and lubricates every hinge and latch on your car. Here's what they don't tell you. Door hinges rarely need actual mechanical repair. They just need lubrication. And most owners never think to check that before assuming something's broken. And here's the kicker. This same trick works on your trunk hinges, hood hinges, and even squeaky seat mechanisms. A simple lubrication job that shops bill as a labor charge takes about 90 seconds in your own driveway. Wipe away any excess jelly after application, since leftover residue can attract dust and grime over time. If a hinge is still stiff after treatment, it may have surface rust underneath that needs light sanding before the lubricant can fully work. Doing this once every season keeps every moving part on your car quiet without ever needing to think about it again. Now, this next hack solves a headache every driver knows on a cold or rainy morning, using yesterday's newspaper. Hack number 4, the newspaper windshield trick. Your windshield fogs up every time it's cold or rainy outside, and it takes several minutes of blasting the defrost before you can actually see clearly. Detailers sell anti-fog treatments for $25 to $50 per application. Here's what works instead. Take a few sheets of newspaper, crumple them slightly, and rub them firmly across the inside of your windshield in circular motions. The newsprint ink and fine paper fibers strip away the invisible oily film that builds up on interior glass from off-gassing plastics and skin oils, which is the actual cause of fogging. Your windshield stays clear far longer before fog sets back in. A newspaper costs next to nothing and treats your entire windshield repeatedly. Here's what they don't tell you. Fogging isn't caused by humidity alone. It's humidity condensing onto a thin film of residue that's already on your glass. And here's the kicker. This trick works on your side windows and rear view mirror too, anywhere fog tends to form first. Use black and white newspaper pages rather than glossy color inserts, since glossy paper doesn't absorb the oily film the same way. Repeat this treatment about once a month, since the residue naturally builds back up over time as plastics continue to off-gas. Finish with a dry microfiber cloth to buff away any leftover newsprint dust, so it doesn't smear the next time your defrost kicks on. This next hack stops shops from talking you into new wiper blades you probably don't even need yet. Hack number 3, the cooking spray wiper blade fix. Your wipers are streaking, chattering, or squeaking every time it rains, and the shop wants $30 to $60 for new blades, insisting the rubber is worn out. Before you replace them, try this. Spray a light coat of cooking spray directly onto the rubber edge of your wiper blades, then wipe it along the length with a cloth, and run the wipers once to spread it evenly. The oil in the cooking spray restores flexibility to dried out rubber and eliminates the friction causing the noise and streaking. Your wipers glide smoothly and quietly again. A can costs $3 and treats every blade on your car many times over. Here's what they don't tell you. Most wiper issues come from dried, hardened rubber, not actual wear, and shops rarely mention the difference because new blades are a guaranteed high-margin sale. And here's the kicker. This trick can extend the life of a set of blades by 6 months or more, delaying a replacement that may not even be necessary yet. Wipe off any excess spray before it hits your windshield, since too much can leave a greasy smear that actually worsens visibility at first. If the blade edge looks cracked or torn rather than just dry, that's a sign it genuinely needs replacing, not just conditioning. Doing this once a month during dry seasons keeps your blades performing like new well passed, when a shop would have talked you into replacing them. Now, this next hack stops a small problem from ever becoming an expensive one. This will definitely shock you a lot. Hack number 2, the Sharpie paint chip fix. Small paint chips have started showing up along your hood or bumper from road debris, and exposed metal is now at risk of rusting. A body shop wants $150 to $300 for touch-up paint matching and application. Here's a temporary fix that actually protects the metal. Find a permanent marker that closely matches your car's paint color and carefully color directly into the exposed chip, covering the bare metal completely. Let it dry for a few minutes. The ink seals the exposed surface and prevents oxygen and moisture from reaching the metal underneath, stopping rust before it starts. A marker costs $2 and can treat dozens of small chips. Here's what they don't tell you. The real danger of a paint chip isn't the cosmetic look, it's the rust that forms underneath if it's left exposed. And this trick addresses that immediately. And here's the kicker. This buys you months of protection until you can get proper touch-up paint at a fraction of the cost of an emergency body shop visit. Apply a second thin coat once the first layer dries completely, since a single pass can leave microscopic gaps where moisture can still creep in. Keep a couple of closely matched markers in your glove box, since chip color can vary slightly depending on how the paint has faded in sunlight. Check chips like this every few weeks after a long road trip, since fresh debris damage is far easier to seal before rust has any chance to set in. And finally, the number one hack. Hack number one, the white vinegar water spot remover. Your windshield is covered in stubborn white water spots from sprinklers or hard water that no amount of washer fluid or wiping seems to touch. The detailer wants $50 to $100 to decontaminate and polish the glass. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water in a spray bottle and spray it generously across the affected glass. Let it sit for 2 to 3 minutes. Then wipe clean with a microfiber cloth. The acetic acid in the vinegar dissolves the mineral deposits left behind by hard water, lifting them completely off the glass. Your windshield goes from cloudy and spotted to completely clear. A bottle of white vinegar costs $2 and can treat every window on your car repeatedly. Here's what they don't tell you. Water spots are just mineral deposits sitting on the surface of your glass, not etching, and most of them are far easier to remove than detailers let on. And here's the kicker. This same vinegar mixture works on your side mirrors, headlights, and even your bathroom shower glass at home. A $50 decontamination service just became a $2 bottle already under your sink. Avoid using this mixture on a hot windshield in direct sunlight, since the vinegar can evaporate too quickly to actually break down the deposits. For spots that have been baked on for months, you may need to repeat the treatment 2 or 3 times before the glass looks fully clear. Keeping a small spray bottle of this mixture in your trunk means you'll always have a fix ready the next time sprinklers catch your car parked in the wrong spot. If any one of these 15 tricks just saved you a shop visit, hit that subscribe button, because we've got even more hidden money-saving secrets mechanics don't want you finding out about. Comment down below which one shocked you the most, and if you want to know more money-saving tricks. Our next video shows 18 mind-blowing car features inside your car that can save you money. Click it. I promise you won't regret it.